Disturbing safety alert, a 12-year-old girl allegedly raped by 3 teenagers who are all being adults. Local 10's Magda Luisa is live in Miami with distressing details. Magda.
Janice, you know, this alleged crime happened in June, but it wasn't until this week a grand jury said these minors need to be charged as adults. This is why we are showing you their faces. Now, the details in this alleged crime are very disturbing. We want to warn you. 2 middle school age boys and a 15-year-old boy are facing serious charges as adults in connection to a rape case involving a 12-year-old girl.
So you're 12 years old? You're 13 years old?
Police say the co-defendants, Nelson Nunez, Josiah Jones, and Xavier Tyson, all played a part in the crime that took place in an Overtown community garden in June.
You were indicted by a grand jury and transferred to from juvenile court to adult court. That's why you are here.
Police reports say the victim was leaving her friend's house when 13-year-old Nelson Nunez grabbed her, forced her on a couch inside the Greenhaven Community Garden, and raped her, while 12-year-old Josiah Jones and Xavier Tyson, who was 14 at the time, restrained her. Police say Jones put rocks in her mouth to stop her from screaming. Wow. The victim says it went on for about 30 minutes, and the boys stopped when they heard her father calling her name. We've learned of the Community Garden Greenhaven project, telling Local 10 the situation has been very saddening. They say the garden is closed off to the public outside of normal operating hours, and on that day, a construction company cut the side gate, which allowed for anyone to enter the garden. The organization said it extended support to the victim, adding, "We will always be here to support in the best way possible, and that our extension of love and resources will always be available to the victim and her family, which we very much cared for."
So, not even really gonna have y'all speak on too much of that, right? Obviously, I think now you can kind of see what I kind of meant by like, hey, this thing popped up and this kind of relates to kind of what we mentioned yesterday. Not necessarily doing that, but if being a younger person and having it in you to go out and commit heinous crime, it's like, yeah, no, of course I wouldn't. It's like, even if, you know, if that were my son, I certainly would have a different reaction than what his father has, which we're gonna watch.
This is a 12-year-old boy we're talking about. We're gonna leave him in jail and put a life charge on a young man, a young black man that was visiting Miami. It was with the wrong 2 kids.
Marvin Jones's son, Josiah, is charged with battery and false imprisonment, charges related to the rape of a 12-year-old girl. A police report says the victim says his son, Josiah, held her down and put rocks in her mouth to stop her from screaming.
So, listen to her too, she's crazy. Yeah, I don't, so yesterday when I said, also when I said, hey, you know where all this, do a bunch of crimes and then they let you out and people don't stay in jail, and I said, I kind of blame, not kind of, I blame the black community. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Now, I can't even imagine my son being involved in something like that because I'm intimately involved in raising my sons, and I know my sons. So I don't foresee myself having to go on camera and lie. Like, man, he's just a boy. He's just a boy who committed a gang rape. So, when I playfully talked to you about that yesterday, just know I was talking about, it's just like when we talk about everything else. When you're like, oh, when I, you know, the third world, people come in from the third world, and I say, hey man, they're not raised like you. They're not accustomed to doing things in an orderly fashion and like not getting mad and going out with a knife and just getting their just ends that way. There are parts of our country where I'd say the same thing. Hey man, these kids aren't raised like you, man. Their parents are different from yours. They instill different things in them, and it's important to be mindful of that. And now you don't look or see a color or any kind of group and just associate, oh, that must be the case. Obviously not. But yeah, it matters. And when you wonder why I don't let you go anywhere or do anything in anyone's house, well, because I don't know people like that. I don't know. I'm sure that guy probably seems like a great guy. Maybe kids play sports and probably went to the games, but he wasn't that ingrained into that kid's life to know that that's in that kid. He had clearly no idea and thinks he should be free to do. I don't know why.